Good evening, folks, and welcome to FMA Discussion. This is episode 462, and I apologize for the late start, but, technical difficulties. And Jim was here, and he just left. So I'm going to assume he's coming back in. But again, some technical difficulties, and I apologize for that. But he was just in here. So I'm hoping he's going to get right back in here. So in the meantime, what can I talk about? Raffle. Imagine that. Folks, we need help. I'm more than happy to do these things. However, if people are not buying tickets, this will probably be the last one I do. There's some sick masters over there that we want to help out and give money to, but can't do it on my own. And so, right thus far, we've only had one person buy tickets, and that's been Francisco thus far, and myself. So plenty of items to be raffled off. You go in FMA Discussion, just click on this post. You'll see all the items populated in the comments section. But check them out. Some good stuff in there. But again, we need ticket sales. So please try to keep that in mind. And I will hide this and hope that he's coming back in. A little mistake on my part. And when I was scheduling this, totally forgot about the Super Bowl, but we'll have to make do. Anyway, though, if you really can, it would really help us out, as well as the people that we're donating to over in the Philippines. Buying tickets for a raffle, $5 a ticket. Okay. Everything information that you need to know is on here, as far as where to send it, and etc. All right, enough of that. Just hoping he's going to come back in. He was just here, literally, after I showed the intro vid, and then he disappeared. So I don't know if it's an internet situation or what's going on, but clearly on the test run he was fine. So I'm going to send him a message now and just see what's going on. Can you get back on? All I can say is just from prior experience, and I'm not saying this is the issue, but around that area in the Philippines, around this time, it's been sometimes difficult. I don't know if it's due to the volume of people getting on. I'm not sure. I just know, though, this is not the first time as far as technical difficulties / internet issues. But just send him a message, and we'll see. He's here, but I'm not seeing him. There we go. All right.
All right.
we were just talking about you. So all good things. Okay. So obviously you're here. So welcome aboard. We finally got you on.
Yep.
Yeah, it's not the first time technical difficulties, so no worries.
Yeah.
So how you doing?
I'm good. Just finished my daily morning walk around the
yeah,
beach.
Nice. That's right. Yeah, I keep forgetting you're at.
You have to walk there to get grumpy the whole day.
Yeah. Because I keep forgetting you're 8:30 in the morning over there. So yeah,
Okay.
Good enough. So yeah, we're gonna talk about a few things. Again, folks, if you're watching this, if you want. Montini's been on before, and that was episode 67, if you can catch that. But we're going to be talking about some things today. One, the book, of course, which they did a second edition. There, we're going to talk about the Department of Tourism and the part-time and the market of FMA and how he's involved in that.
Right.
The Russian House and his overall music playing. Maybe we can get you to sing for us.
No. Maybe when I get there.
Yeah, I'm just kidding. So, anyway, so how's training going? I mean, it looks like you're getting some traction over here as far as the system. You're getting some reps and folks that are training your system.
Yeah, there's one. The most recent training I had was only last week. It's Ronnie. It's Ron. He's from San Diego, and he's a Dog Brothers. He's the fourth Dog Brothers trainee I trained. One is already my coach, Sean Zerger. You know him, right?
Sean Zerger, yeah.
Wandering Dog.
Yeah, wandering dog. Yeah, literally wandering. Guy's been all over the place. Um,
Yeah.
so now, what about folks there? You getting some folks there?
No, I'm not training anyone here locally. But I have a few groups right now, a few local guys who trained with me during the Russian house,
Okay.
and I guess they would pursue further, further training with me. Probably when I get back from the states. They're very nice guys. One of them, Brian, is a filmmaker, and it looks like they're very well funded. So we're planning on doing a short story I made a long time ago. I was still in Mindanao when I wrote that. It's titled Fuego Todo. So I'm crossing my fingers that we'll we'll be able to pursue that project because I had already a couple of financial backers who will back me up.
Mm.
And
Let's
these
hear
are
about it.
guys who are
What can you,
FMA.
okay? What
These
can you
are
tell
the
us about it? The project.
well, it's loosely based on the life story of Jose Caballero, Campo Uno, Dos, Tres Original. But I've injected a lot of fiction behind it just for, for artistic freedom. And yeah, I wrote that when I was still training with Manong Erico Lavidis in Ozamis
Oh,
City.
yeah,
So
yeah.
it's actually a subject for short film study. But later on, it expanded to become a full length script for a full length movie. So, but for now, I think one of my friends who recently trained with me during the Russian Hour, Brian, really nice guy, very talented guy, very sharp eye, very artistic eye, and he's interested in pursuing that project with me along with his friends. So I'm crossing my fingers.
Yeah.
Probably when I get back from
No,
the
that's
US.
fantastic. Well, I mean, that'd be neat if you guys can get that going. I mean, I
Yeah,
always thought that, Jose Caballero should have gotten way more his
yeah,
due. I mean, the fact that he wasn't put in the top 100, I mean, not we put him in there, FMA discussion put him in there, but there's other
yeah, yeah.
folks that don't have him in there, and I just think that's, yeah, I mean, he just was a legend, and you know,
Yes, yes, you are. And the good thing about his life story, unlike most of the grandmasters you read on the books, Caballero is the only one who documented all his victories, and the names were all there, all 12 names. And when that book was published, The Secrets of Arnes, yeah, uh, I'd give credit to Edgar Solete for writing that
yeah,
book. Very well documented, the late PG Edgar Solete, and he did a good job. He did a
yeah,
really good job in presenting the Campo Uno, Dos, Tres original to the American FMA enthusiasts. Um, Unlike the other books written about Grandmaster, only Caballero was able to document all the victories he had. All the names were there,
yeah,
all
yeah, yeah.
12 names. And when
So
the book was published by PG Edgar Solete,
yeah,
those guys were still around.
they
They
were
were
still
still alive.
alive. Yeah, they were still, yeah.
They did how that. Oh, not
So
true.
is it
Yeah.
true that he would go to the Cebu festivals and kind of and see who was fighting and put his name down?
Uh, Actually, that's what Manong Eric Lavidis told me because during the old days, even during the pre-World War II days, the main attraction during fiesta celebrations from town to town during the time
Mm,
pre-war period. where the Fuego Todo jewels of scrimadors in the area. It's not no longer happening now.
Yeah, yeah,
It used to be the staple of every town
yeah.
fiesta. Scrimadors pit their talents against each other, and then most of it are just simple demonstrations. That's what I theorize. But it can get ugly. It can escalate to full Fuego Todos when
So there
tempers.
were, I mean, like he actually, I mean, some of his
Yeah,
matches, of course, were not just for show. I mean, right?
yeah, it's not just for show. So, and the one person I talked to about it was Julian Gokong. He was still alive. We interviewed him in southwest town of Cebu in Balamban, which is actually very near where Caballero, Toledo City, where Caballero came from, who was born and raised. And this is what Manong Holian told us. You know, some of the things that happened, that escalated in Wego Todo duels were actually just demonstrations of one style versus another style.
Mm.
And, pride takes over.
Yeah, yeah. Pride, ego, right?
It was just a friendly
I
demonstration. That's
know.
what taught me. First person account. I didn't learn this from other books, because Manong Julian Gokong is the father of my Nestle colleague, Pat Gokong, who was later became
Yeah.
the sports executive. This is what Manong Julian told me. Usually it starts as a friendly, demonstration. What we call here palakaw. This palakaw is just a drill. Then when the other guy gets disarmed fast and quick, then that's when it escalates. Oh,
This one,
it's
okay.
photo.
Yeah.
That's what happens. That's what Manoy Julian I still remember the one he defeated because uh, he got involved in that fracas. The other guy was Celestino Subing. He could be
Mm.
related to the popular Subing there in Southern California, one of Guru Dan Inosanto's teacher, Telesforo Subing.
Oh,
The
okay.
one Gokong fought was Celestino Subing, my namesake actually. And then it started as just a friendly demo between two scrimadors, and then it just got out of hand and went into a full blown Fuego Todo between the two. And that's it. That's usually the case.
And back then, I mean, they didn't have gear on, right?
Nothing. There
That's
was
what I
nothing.
mean. Like that was, and they were generally speaking, it wasn't rattan. I mean, it was,
Yeah, yeah. It's live stick, no armor, no nothing. But
yeah, man.
prevented from further serious injury because they had referees in the middle. And during Jose Caballero's time, one of the most notable referees was what would become later on as his father-in-law, Hermogenes Libonfastel Mines. They called him Tatay Mines Libonfastel. Spanish mestizo, actually,
Smash
Libonfastel.
Matisa. Okay.
So
And
really, you know, really wild days.
he was, I mean, I can only tell you like some of the things that David Gould shared with me. PG Edgar telling Dave, they made that he was like virtually unbeatable. Like he just was freaking like a monster, man. It just was like, you know,
Yeah,
uh, like like guys feared him, within the stick, you know. Um,
yeah,
so
yeah.
and
But
you,
Jose Caballero is a good friend of San Miguel Escrima, GM. Moment
yeah,
Cañete, the
yeah,
late
yeah, yeah.
leader of Moment Cañete. In fact,
He
GM
actually knows
Cañete,
me. Dave
yeah,
Dave has some of his old weapons that I guess he
yeah.
would like for the
I was
family.
so
What's that?
it came from me. The one that Dave
That
Gold
I
had.
think yes, yes,
Yeah,
yes. Yeah, yeah.
this was around $600 because I think that was I just returned to Cebu from Mindanao. This is 2001, I guess, something like that. That was the time when the only grandson that Caballero had when he was Joselito Jose Hiliawao.
Mm,
Joselito was, I gave him a job with one of our Nestle distributors, Leader Food Line. he used to work with I forgot the name of the company, sells Florax, AC Johnson, something like that. Then I asked him how much he was receiving. Then I recommended him to Leader Food Line through my friend in Dipolog. He was paid well by because he was a hardworking guy who's related to Josie.
Hmm.
So right after that, he was indebted to me. No, I'm not asking any special favors from you for giving you a job, but
Yeah.
but I'll show you something that Lolo, his grandfather, has not shown to anyone but only to himself. Because the only grandson, Jomalen Johnson, never met Jose Caballero. They weren't born yet when the
Oh, they
old
weren't.
man
Okay.
died.
All right.
Yeah. So Joselito showed me a lot of stuff that, you know, actually, Manong Eric Olavidis did not withhold any technique, the most important techniques from me, but he just, what do you call this, filtered some of the stuff that really worked for him, not because he was secretive about it, and maintained the techniques that he found comfortable in application. So what Joselito showed me were some of the stuff that I did not learn from Manong Eric Olavidis, like the circular drill, which I found. I don't know. I have not confirmed this with Mark Denny. This I found one with the drills of Eric Nas.
Eric knows.
Yeah, but I didn't dare ask them where you learned that from. But during my, I've chatted with Mark Denny, uh, year 2001. I was still in Mindanao. And then this is what Mark told me. He's very, very honest about it. You know what, Tini? This came from Mark, not from me. There was a point in the history of FMA in the USA when the FMA reached a plateau.
Mm.
This is the exact words of Mark Dennis. Reached a plateau right after, I think, when Presas was alive, but when Professor Remy Presas passed away, it did not go up, it did go down, it just leveled.
Plateaued. I got you. Okay.
It wasn't until Edgar Soliti came to the US that
Yeah, there's something he did. I mean, like he just resonated out there. He.
I did it. And Mark Denny, Dave Gold, there's nothing bad to say about Edgar Soliti. He was really good. He was really exceptional.
No, no, David. I mean, David Gould. I can tell you from. I mean, like yeah, absolutely nothing bad about PJ Edgar. Yeah, I mean, holds him in the highest esteem. Um,
He did.
yeah.
That's what all the swords I collected for. Actually, the widow, Amparo Caballero, uh, just one day before I left permanently for a Cebu assignment that I've been requesting from the company for a long time. Because you know what? Then I spent 23 years in Mindanao.
Mm.
I mean, the longest, the longest stint any Cebuano would, would have the nerve to survive
I
20
was gonna say
years.
the nerve to survive down there, right? 20 years.
It's hard being is really it's really really tough.
Yeah. Wow, wow.
Uh,
And
and
huh.
just rely on the company you're working with. You're safe. You have a car. Uh,
Yeah,
travel around.
yeah.
Danger is there. There's a real danger out there.
Plus,
So
I mean,
scary.
plus you're talking about decades ago too, where I'm guessing the danger was more prominent.
Yep, that's
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
That's right. Even until now, I don't think the danger. But during my heyday, from the 1970s, it was the 1977. Then I was relocated back to Cebu in 2001. How many years is that?
2001. We're
2000.
looking at yeah, 23 years.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. So uh, when finally I found Joselito a job, he was so indebted to me because it was paid well by a leader food line, Nestle distributor. I was selling Nestle products,
Mm.
and so he showed me a lot of stuff that probably was never shown outside. Like one of the things he showed me was the circular drill, very simple drill that I found Eric knows is doing.
Yeah.
But I never dared ask him where did you get it from.
Where you got it from? Yeah, yeah,
I
yeah,
would
yeah.
assume it came from Edgar Soliti. It's a very powerful drill. It's a very powerful strike combination. And then Eric has used that a lot of times.
Mm,
Knocked out a lot of guys with that. Then I was surprised. I was shocked when I saw it for the first time only 3 years ago. Oh shit!
yeah.
That was Josie showed me.
It's not like he needed more in his arsenal. You know what I mean?
Yeah, 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 I think so. Yeah, and the specific target areas were spot on. It's everything that But I don't want to pester them about that where they later learned it from. No, it's
Yeah.
like that would be too intrusive. He could have made it his own. It could have been his
I
own
mean,
technique.
yeah. I mean, definitely possible. I know Mark Denny spent quite a bit of time with Edgar. I
Yeah,
don't know if Eric did. I don't want to say. I know Mark definitely did. And
yeah, Mark told me
yeah,
about
yeah, yeah,
that
absolutely.
time.
Um, so, but just for the folks who might not know what the compo is, like in your opinion, what makes it unique, like the system?
It's very direct, uh, Gene, and the most uh, the most critical technique is the distance management. They control largo mano. You
Yeah.
have to control the trains at any given time. And it takes a lot of footwork. Recently, I have designed drills to really maximize the speed of your footwork, shifting from false right lead, and then a sudden shift to a left lead. But later on, as I was sparring, I sparred with my trainees. The last time I sparred was only last December with Miguel. Miguel Tapia is now he's from Chile. He's actually now working in New Zealand. And recently he sparred with my old time sparred mate Tata Tejero, who's there in New Zealand. They met there in
Mm.
New Zealand. So uh, the false lead sometimes you you do it a couple of times, then your opponent will be able to catch what you're doing. Then he can
Mm.
predict where you're going next. So I have to improvise again. What am I going to do next?
Yeah.
So right now, it's more like the parallel steps, more like a kendo movement like that. But it's still not. I'm still not happy with it. But I'm teaching that to most of my trainees. So footwork really is really critical, especially in maintaining the largo range, especially in maintaining the largo
So
range.
is it you still keep the 7 count? Is that correct?
I teach it just yeah. I teach it as an introductory, just for the sake of preserving the legacy
Sure, sure.
of.
Yeah, yeah,
I always tell them this is uno dos tres uno here, the siete pares, like that.
yeah.
It's good and it's bad. It's good, but I have out of respect for the old man. But all the rest of the techniques that I'm showing them right now, especially the fast stop hits, the raps,
Yeah.
fast rap, it all came from Manong Eric Olavides. It's
My,
from
yeah.
because
He was
Manong,
something, huh? I mean, jeez.
the work of
And
genius.
yeah,
Olavides is genius,
yeah,
and
yeah. He
good
was, I
all
guess,
around.
like
Yeah.
GM Caballero had favorites. I guess the oldest students, he was the favorite. Edgar, I guess, was the young favorite, or so the
Yeah,
story goes. Yeah.
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 Manong Eric is a favorite because he was actually designated by Manong Jose as the successor. I saw his certificate from Manong
Yeah.
Jose Caballero. I saw that,
Yeah.
and Not only that, this is this is a very interesting story that I like to share to you because it was it was it was a little wary about the prospects of succeeding Caballero in his way go to the
Mm,
fights. One Eric told me, I've never thought of that possibility. I just wanted to train from him, but taking over his place as Wego Todo, it never occurred to me.
yeah. I know.
Never, just the same. One Eric told me, but just the same Tini, out of respect for the old man for showing me I have to prepare.
Yeah, yeah.
One day I could face up to the challenge, and I promised the old man that because that's what she promised the old man. Teach me everything, okay? Then okay, I give you everything, but you'll be my successor in Wigoto. Somebody comes up here to challenge you, don't back away. That was a heavy burden on because yung Manong Eric is is comes from a good wealthy family in
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I kind of got that feeling like
yeah,
he's not the guy that's going to go out there and try to hunt people
yeah,
down or something.
right out there in the south.
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah,
doesn't It doesn't find a job to make a living.
yeah,
But
yeah.
his professor at that time was still working as a criminologist at the
That's
University
right.
of
Yeah. Okay. Remember, yeah, he did a verbal interview for us. He sent it in. I remember that. Like, yeah, he's a teacher in
yeah.
criminology. Okay. Um, wow. So, but you're so you. I mean, how lucky were you to learn under him? You know what I mean? You know.
What is that again, Dean?
No, how I mean, no, how how lucky were you to learn under Mong Eric? You know what I mean? I mean, it had to be incredible.
Yeah, I studied with him for 3 years, and during those 3 years, there were only three of us in Ozami City. We're exchanging ideas. One of his students is Roel Tubang. He's now in Negros. Tough guy, tough
Mm,
guy, badass. Was very skilled, Roel. Wow, I respect that guy. Take my hats off to that guy a lot.
mm,
There were only the three of us. Then occasionally he would travel with me to the Polog City where Roel was working at the time.
mm.
So those were really really fun days. Really. I traveled. He traveled with me whenever I'm out of town. I take Manong Eric. I'm going to Pagadian. You want to come along with me? Sure, I'd like to visit my farm in Molavia also.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Was
Wow.
it really? Then
Now,
we also visited Rome Paradero. I don't know if he's still around. Rome Paradero, back in the day, he was living somewhere in Mulave. It's a town between Pagadian City and Ozami City in Mindanao.
mm,
So we visit. I even took videos of Roel. It's on YouTube. Uh, very skilled guy, very humble guy, very tough guy. Also, he's disarmed several dozens of badasses in his hometown, but he's very quiet.
yeah.
And this is what Manong Eric told me. If something happens to me, Tini, Rome will take over. Rome Paradero. Rome will be the next in line, and you will be the third Oshie.
You're just like, oh, thanks for signing me up.
I'm nothing. I'm nothing compared to those two badasses. These guys really whack people on the streets.
You're just hoping they're gonna live like a very long life, and you don't have to, like, you know what I mean?
That's a tough challenge for me. So when Dr. Ned and I finally embarked on writing the book Cebuano Eskrima Beyond the Myth, and it's published in 2007. I got a lot of hate mail about it, about the contents of the book. Some were trying to, question our, the things that we asserted were historical facts in the book to debunk all the myths about it. I don't
Mm.
want to go detail about it anymore.
Yeah, yeah, no, no, no,
So,
no, no. And because I remember we covered some of that in the first, but here's the thing. I could tell you
so
firsthand from FMA discussion, you're gonna freaking have haters. You could put your best foot forward. It doesn't matter. People are gonna complain. They're not gonna like what
Yeah,
you do. They're gonna. It's just the nature of the beast. You know what I mean? You know.
it is. It is. It is. Yeah,
So
I heard a lot Ned and I heard a lot of buts when the book came out, and so what happened was I didn't want to get Manong Eric into embroiled into the
you're
controversy I
right.
was
Yeah.
in. He was a very peaceful man, very peaceful guy. Doesn't want any of that stuff, you know. Then I told him, Manong Eric, I think I should resign. I should resign from EDC, Scrima de Campo GDCIO. And then at first he denied it in 2008, but I was no longer very active in the organization because he was already transferred to Manila.
Hmm.
At the same time, I was, busy with Ned when the book finally got published. And we had to, you know, to respond to a lot of the flack that we received. There was some nasty guy who emailed me, uh, threatened me. He threatened me. Said he's gonna kill me for writing those things about, the Kali mist, all that stuff. But Kali is here to stay. No doubt about it. Kali is here to stay. We can't do anything about it. But
Mm.
we got death threats too, so I just ignored them. But I decided no, I have to get out from GDCIO, from my mother club. So Manong Eric finally decided to let me go in 2012. So between 2012 up to 2018, until I trained Kit Asinas and Valerie Jacksons in Manila,
Mm.
that's when I started. I said, "Oh, no, I have to get my own brand." So that's how Estocada de Campo came out.
That's how. Okay. Okay.
Between 2012 2018, I was just very low key. I only trade one guy together with GM Eduardo Sinisa, Kurt Gooding Jr. He's from Glendale, tough guy,
Yeah.
high school champion wrestler. He
Oh
can
boy.
take a beating. we, we sparred so hard. We sparred so hard. So that's when I was able to distill further some of the important techniques that really work in sparring. It
Mm.
has to be sparring based, Dean. There's no way you can develop a system if you don't test it in actual sparring.
Yeah.
Hard,
100%.
painful.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it's theory based, and you know what I mean, and nobody knows. And um, was there ever any edge weapons taught in the compo?
No, but Manong Eric, I'm sure he has. He has a
Okay.
lot of edge weapon techniques. Most of them came from Fernando Candawan, his teacher, where he trained for a year without the knowledge of Manong Jose Caballero.
Okay.
But when Caballero found out about it, they didn't talk for a year.
Oh.
They didn't. The man was felt so bad about it that he didn't talk to each other for about a year. But finally they reconciled. Reconciled. Most of the but Manong Eric is a genius. He knows a lot of stuff because aside from Doce Pares, where he got his black belt, it was
Mm.
actually signed by the late GM Juni Cañete. I saw it. He showed it to me.
Oh wow. Okay.
He had a black belt signed by uh, the late GM Juni Cañete. So he got it from Kandawan,
Mm.
awarding him. And if you talk of close quarters, he has a lot of them. He has a lot of offer. Manong Eric has a lot of offers.
Yeah. And of
Close
course,
quarters.
the Corticabadas and yeah, yeah, yeah. Um,
Yeah.
um,
He just at the end of the day, just tell me, yeah, rather run away from a knife fight. Chances are very slim. I
yeah.
know.
Yeah. If you can,
Chances.
100%. I mean, that's definitely for fact. So, what can you say? There seems to be every time I've seen string around a stick, hold through a stick and all that for it is the compo. Like I've seen
Yeah.
Dave sticks like that. I've never seen any other
Dave has
system that does that. Huh?
sold about five of those sticks to Dave Gold.
Yeah.
If I remember right, it was 2000,
There
2005 when
he was telling me they
yeah,
were the original ones from the great old man, and they had the string, and I mean they were
that's
dry,
right.
of course they're old, but they still had that. So what? But I've never seen any other system do that.
This thing I asked Manong Eric what was used for. You you insert the strings on your middle finger
Okay,
in case you lose your grip. You lose your grip
pieces.
while
Okay,
striking.
all right,
You can it's in the middle finger, the string.
interesting. Wow, wow,
Yeah.
wow. So do you now? Are you just like It just seems, and this is I can only attest to what Guru Dave and what Roger Ibulis, as far as what I've been exposed to, as far as the combo. But it just seems, man, those strikes here with I mean, just getting back on center, you know, what can you tell us about that, as far as recovery? Yeah, I guess recovering
You
center and that.
the number one strike, you mean?
Yeah, it could be. Yeah, yeah. Or whether I'm coming back up like this, whatever, just on that whole, that
Ah,
tack and recovery.
it's derived from the Siete Pares combination of Caballero. Starts with this one forehand, goes back up, one, two, then forehand up,
And forehand. Okay, gotcha.
two. It's from the Siete
Yeah.
Pares, then two flats, one, two,
And the
then
two flats. Right, right. Okay.
actuated by the hook thrust. A hook thrust. Yeah, it's from the
Wow.
Campo Uno dos Tres original. Actually, it came from there. And Paulo Pagaling, Jumalin are teaching that. I'm not offering that, and I only offering that as a curiosity in case someone would ask, because I don't want to rub away from the family something that's
Yeah.
exclusive to
Okay.
them. What I'm teaching is what Manong Eric taught me. Manong
Yeah,
Eric
right.
taught
You're
me.
the family you want. I get that. Okay, sure. Okay.
It's a family art, so I don't want to. If
I
they
can
want,
understand that.
somebody would ask me, go to Jumalin, go to Paulo.
Yeah,
There are good techniques in original. I'm not saying we're
sure.
superior to what. Uh,
No, I know. I know. Nobody's saying that. Nobody's ever said that. Your stuff you think is, yeah.
there are
Nobody
a lot
says
of
anything.
good there. Unless you insist, then I will tell you. Okay, I show you this. Just when somebody asks you where did you learn it from, you just tell them you learned it from Jong Jong or from
Yeah,
Paulo.
you saw it over there. Yeah.
Because I
But
don't have authority to teach that. I only have authority from what Manong Eric taught me,
yeah,
and
okay. No, no, fair
that's
enough. Fair enough.
stick
I
to
do
those.
like some of the stuff they do, hitting the tip, I mean, like, there's some really neat things I think that you do and the others do to bring out attributes from there. You know what I mean? Like, I like some of that attribute development that you guys do. Can you, like, why is that important to you to instill in your students?
Uh, um, those are I would assume you were referring to the stop hit strikes. The snap.
Yeah, it could be that, or I mean, but like somebody holding the tip and you're like trying to, hit the tip of the stick for accuracy and that, you know.
Basically, Dean, I want to tell you this because we don't want to. I don't want to assume that what I'm teaching is easily translatable to a blade fight, to a blade art, like most other guys claim. No, it's the decompo from what Manong Eric taught me is basically designed for stick fights with a lightweight rattan stick. That explains those fast wraps.
Yeah.
You can't do that with a kamagong stick or steel
Yeah,
pipe.
yeah, like bahi bahi. Yeah, no.
You can only that's only the technique is specific to rattan.
Gotcha.
That's what I
Okay.
want to emphasize. Is speak to rattan. Rattan has It's not as devastating as any heavy material, steel pipes or
Mm.
kamagong stick. But the only way you capitalize on that deficiency, the lack of weight, is you compensate that with your speed and
Speed.
execution and accuracy. So, so now you have now a good understanding why those wraps are taking place in the campo, like Manong Eric. So what you don't have in terms of weight, you compensate that in terms
You
of
compensate
speed
for speed and accuracy. Yeah, I got you. Yeah, no, makes total sense.
and
Yeah,
accuracy. I'm
yeah.
very strict with accuracy. So I have some drills, to develop your, because the only way you can hit accurately is use your peripheral vision, not your central focus.
Yes, yeah, because I absolutely agree with that. The whole peripheral, like that whole like picking
Vision.
everything. Yeah.
I have I even have some goggles I used to put tape in the middle, right here, right so.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
But
neat.
I have to
Never heard of
confess,
that
it's
one
not an
before.
original idea, Dean. It's not
Yeah,
an original idea of mine. I just
that's
found out
great
about it
though.
during the days when I was training for a triathlon, swim, bike, run. And when I go out on a bicycle, I didn't tell my wife about it. I covered, I covered here tape, black tape, my goggles, just to enhance my peripheral vision. That any dogs darting out of the
Oh my God.
sidewalk, I can easily avoid that. So those were the days I trained in triathlon for between 1994 to 1996.
Yeah.
No, 97, 1997. But when I was relocated to Zami City, it's a dangerous place. The
Mm,
underworld capital of Mindanao. I
yeah.
cannot go out on daily morning bicycle ride without looking behind me.
Yeah. And here comes.
Behind my back. So that's when I stopped training the triathlon and finally assigned in
Yeah.
Uzami City. Yeah.
Wow, that is. I do like. Yeah, that's neat though. I do like some of the stuff you guys
Peripheral
you
vision
definitely
is very
do.
important, especially in fighting. Especially in fighting.
Yeah. Now, are
And
so
then,
far as but you're teaching online still though, correct?
what?
You're teaching online, correct?
The what, Dean?
No, I mean you're teaching on Zoom still, right?
Not anymore.
Oh
Not
no.
anymore.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
As much as I really wanted to, but uh, my TV set is being used
Hmm.
downstairs. I have to buy a bigger screen. It's not that I'm against it. I don't have a big screen. It'll be unfair to the guys I'm teaching. So I have to buy one and get one. My internet, I have no problem with the internet.
Okay.
It's going fine now. It's only the TV screen that I need. I need a bigger. As soon as I have that, then I'll tell you. I'll be
Yeah, I
back
mean,
to
like I've always been, yeah, I just because I know you were doing some stuff and then you weren't, but
yeah.
I've always been interested to
It's
get
just
more
training.
from you.
I was teaching. But lately, for the past since the you know we opened up after the pandemic, I'm getting a lot of students who come to me from abroad.
I bet. Yeah.
Here, then Gennady Sivan from Moldavia, somewhere in Romania. Then there was Miguel Tapia who came to visit me, trained me for 3 weeks. He's now back in New Zealand, and then
Mm,
told him, when you go back to New Zealand, you look for my former sparring partner, Tata Tehero, and then they actually sparred last week.
yeah.
They were sparring last week. Tata told me, sir, I have a visitor. I think you know him. I know that guy. Tough
Oh,
guy,
that's
Miguel. Miguel, he's
wow.
good.
That's
He's
good.
actually from Chile. He's a biochemical engineer. He's a good job in New Zealand. Good guy, really good guy. And the last one was Gennady Siban. And then there's one last week, Filipino guy, Ronnie. Ronnie, I'll be seeing him. I'll be seeing him soon.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. But so um okay, let's one of the things that was really interesting your test run yesterday was the Department of Tourism. I thought that was really neat how they're getting behind
Oh
promoting
yes,
FMA and that, you know.
very encouraging because
I think so.
in many ways it has unified the FMA community in Cebu, where it used to be very uh, very divided
Mm,
to each. It all started in February 2018.
mhm.
I was invited by now Undersecretary Shalimar Tamano, who was a student of Kit Asinas. You know Kit, right?
Oh, correct. PTK. Yeah. Yeah.
PTK. Uh, uh, Shalimar Tamano asked him asked Kit where he could refer to someone about the FMA. So Kit told him about me. So we had coffee at the uh, what hotel was that? Top Plaza Hotel. February, I remember 2018. So we had a long talk, about 3 hours over coffee. And he was very enthusiastic. The good thing about Undersecretary Shalimar Tamano is that he's a martial artist. He's a judo gold
Mm,
medalist, Philippine.
yeah.
He's a judo gold medalist, and he studied FMA with Kit Asinas and several others. I forgot who. Yeah, and so he was so excited about it. Then a year after our long conversation at the Top Plaza Hotel, finally was able to bear fruit, and we were able to organize most of the Primadors. I contacted everyone over Facebook. Uh, some of the old friends in the Russian house, Nicky Lazar. I can always rely on
Mm,
these guys. You need to round up
yeah.
Danny Casio. I can always rely on these fellows. When I
Yeah.
need some.
Yeah.
It's a group of people to come over, and uh, whereas, uh, modesty aside, yeah, people trust me here, Dean. They
Sure.
trust me.
You see that?
They trust me because I'm very giving to in so many ways. So I always refer to, and I have foreign students who come here. Oh no, you go to this and that. And I always refer my foreign students to these guys, and most of them knows
Mm,
back like Eduardo Ceniza. He's been my buddy for
yeah.
since
Wait, I had him on. Yeah. Yeah.
I was transferred here in 2001. He's always
Yeah.
been my partner. Everywhere I go, everywhere we go, I always tag him along. I introduced him to the Russian house
Yeah.
and a couple of other guys. Yeah. So that's how it happened. So far it's looking good. It's looking good. And the last
Sounds
time we
really
met,
good. I mean
uh,
that I think it's just fantastic that they're getting involved. Chad, hey Chad, I see your question. I sent you a private message, Chad. It'll give some more clarity. I think it's great what they're doing. Marketing
yeah, great.
FMA, getting you guys to work together, and so it seems it's like you got what GM Renee, I mean, obviously yourself, a few other guys, right?
Yeah, yeah. So what I think the Department of Tourism is really done a good job. They've really done a good job in
Mm,
promoting the FMA, and there are more projects to come. Din, there are more projects. We just met recently, about
mm,
2 months ago. It was a big occasion. It was a big occasion. We held it at the Ayala for 3 days, and then these are things that never happened before because I was booked in a five-star hotel. Would you believe that?
yeah.
My roommate was a GM Verhil Cavada. You know him? GM Verhil. I think he's back in the US now. He was
Yeah.
my roommate. Yeah, the
Wow.
Department of Communication is really taking good care of us.
I think that's fantastic. I mean,
Guys, I thank you for the staff of uh, Undersecretary Sheldon Martamano, Gilina Dimpas, His husband Don Don is the cuerdas guy. He's an instructor.
He's a
Jimmy
great
the
guy, isn't he? Man, I really like him. Don Don.
guy. Lady. His husband Don Don Limpas is a good friend of mine. He also
Oh, he's a
shared
great
the
guy. Yeah, he sent like a book
one.
over to me. He's really a good guy. You know?
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah. I
yeah,
mean,
yeah.
yeah. There's a yeah.
I'm looking in the FM as far as FMA in Cebu is concerned.
Mm,
It's not like what you had in the 1960s and the 1950s.
yeah.
It's so dangerous to see them, meeting in the middle of the streets.
Yeah.
But right now it's a different story. It's a different story.
So, would you say, in your opinion, are you seeing a growth in FMA? Like I know, like back in the day, it was Taekwondo and basketball over there from you, what I would hear. But are you seeing a recent insurgence and growth with the younger population over there, or improvement?
There is, but it's growing not as fast as I expected, but there's growth because
At least there's growth. Okay.
because for one, Senator Zubiri is pursuing that project because
Yeah.
he's the president of PICAF, the Philippine Eskrima Arnis Federation is president.
Mm.
At the same time, also hand in hand with the Department of Tourism because the Secretary of Tourism is also from Cebu,
Okay, that
uh,
helps. Okay.
the daughter of our governor. So we have all the advantage here in Cebu as far as connections with the Department of Tourism is
Yeah.
concerned. And then they're giving us a lot of assistance. They never turn their backs on us whenever we have problems, whenever I have concerns. They're always very welcoming, and they always try to resolve if there are any issues concerning the Cebuano Escrimadores. So it's looking good. It's looking good right now.
No, it's good. That's great to hear. I mean, with the senator's efforts, what you guys are doing, making the national sport, it's in colleges, getting it out in school systems as their physical education requirement. I mean, I think it's all great stuff that
Yeah.
is happening
And
on
the Department of Tourism project for the FMA, they're expanding to Metro Manila now. Then it's
that.
some of my close friends here are a little concerned. They, they talk to me, they share me, Manong Tini, what's gonna happen to us now? They expand. You might be neglected. No, no, don't worry about that. All those guys in Manila are our friends.
Yeah, right. Yeah, they're gonna want hopefully work together. Sure,
Yep,
sure.
we have Arnold Narzo there. Why should you be worried?
Yeah,
In fact, more friends in Metro Manila than I have here in Cebu. They're the
yeah.
Kidlap brothers, Dr. Dr. AJ Kidlap, there's Rainer Dave Sapanta. Those are guys with impeccable integrity. I have no doubt
Yeah,
about
no
it.
worry, right. Gotcha. Yeah.
Si Mang Romeo Makapagal is there. Sunny Sison is there. Who else?
Yeah.
Mombaki is there. Why should
Yeah.
I be? I'll be
No,
more
no,
happy,
exactly. Yeah.
I'll be
Yeah,
more
exactly.
happy in Manila. So there's nothing to be concerned about. So I just assure the guys, don't worry about that. Those guys are our friends. Everything that you
Oh,
see.
good. Um, Russian House. So let's
Yep.
hear about it. This sounds like you've been part of it now from day one, right?
No, not actually day one. I started a Russian house in I think 2018.
That's pretty close. Like when did it start?
2019, 2019. Yeah,
But
I think.
okay, so you might have been like maybe you weren't there the first year or something, or
Actually, I owe that to GM Rene Tongzon. GM Rene,
Jamie. I
I owe
know.
that to him. Because he was the one who pushed recommended me to Alexander Pesar. Can you get in Macachor?
Yeah, it sounds like you made a good
I
recommendation.
and I have very little to offer. They might not like what I present there. So finally, I relented because Alexander Pisarkin was a very nice fellow, very nice guy,
Mm,
and he visited me in 2018 right here in my home
okay.
with a couple of big, big with an entourage of about 7 Russian guys. How will you fit in my home? For Christ's sake! He came here one evening with giants. Where did this guys come from? My neighbors were
You guys set up
scared.
a picnic table outside for them.
And they were really nice, really nice fellows. Really,
Mm.
really. I enjoyed it a lot. So Pisarkin, he tried to uh, he tried to convince me to show what I can do,
Mm.
what I can do. So we bang a couple of sticks. Then he said, "I like it. I like it. You should be in the Russian house." Okay. So that was October. Then November to December 2018. Yeah, 2000.
Okay.
From between Alexander trained with no one else but me. He checked in Ahoya, about a 15 minutes drive from my home. Very nice place. Behind it is recently built hotel, Dusit by the beach. That's I trained Alex for between November until the first week of January. Yeah. So in fact, Alex is now a certified instructor of EDC.
Nice. Okay.
So
Okay.
that really
Fantastic.
prepared my first appearance in the Russian house. I think 2019, if I remember right, 2019.
Okay.
And I invited Sunny Season there. Really fun. Because Sunny, lectured on action choreography in cinema.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Film.
Yeah,
Okay.
he
Yeah.
attended. And it was fun. It was fun. Then I met Alex Ormaza,
Alex. Yeah.
Sean Zerger. And then Sean came in late to Bantayan Island. He was very, sheepish when he approached me. Oh, this guy, where did this big guy come from? I
Yeah.
didn't see him during the first leg in Cebu. Well, we were at the Castle Peak Hotel during the first week, the Russian house. We went to Bantayan. Sean Serger all of a sudden appeared right from there. Oh, this is a big guy.
Mm.
Shook my hand. Uh, Mr. Tini, Marong Romy Makabagal recommended me to you. Really? Really? So, can I train with you? What do you mean train with? Everything. Okay, sure, no problem. So that was fun. Really, really, really fun.
Yeah.
I still have more photos there. Alex Romasa, Sean Zerger, Jonathan Pang, Sunny Season are there. And the following year, they finally completed their course. For 2 weeks, we were in Camotes, extensive, 6 hours a day in Camotes for 2 weeks. Phil Edwards was there, Australia, Alex Ormata, Sean Zerger,
Yeah.
and Laura, Sean's girlfriend. So I certified them. So doesn't take months for this experienced guys to learn what I know, to master it, because you give credit to the teachers.
Yeah.
Alex
You're right. They
Ormata
got
is
experience. Yeah. Right. Yeah.
that's, uh, one of the top guys of Jim Bobby Tabuana in the US. So that's it. So that's how I certified them. 2 weeks in Kamoto. Very nice scenery there.
Mm.
Very
Oh, I bet.
in Kamoto.
Yeah.
So much fun. So yeah, uh, it was. I miss those moments, Dean. This
No,
was
I'm
like
sure you get everybody together. So when is it happening? When is it happening this year? When's the date?
only last we culminated about 3 weeks ago. So I think the Russian house here. We finished it 3 weeks ago. We were in. I forgot the venue, but yes, we just concluded. In fact, Alex Pisarkin is still here.
Yeah, you
we
were
just
telling
met
me.
yesterday.
Yeah.
We
Yeah.
just met yesterday. He's now in Bacolod, I think. Oh, no. He's now in Iloilo.
Yeah.
And I referred him to one of the guys, one of my favorite FME guys. Very low key. Van Fuentes. I think they're to meet each other now. I think they met last night because I was with Alex yesterday the whole afternoon, and then he's now in Bacolod, and then I think he's going to fly to Iloilo to meet with Van Fuentes because he plans to expand the Russian house in Iloilo. A lot of good FMA in Iloilo City. Just practically the whole of the Visayan region. A lot of good
Yeah, yeah,
FMA.
I bet.
Just
Wow.
very low. You don't. You have to dig him up from the
Yeah. So, like, how many folks, how many teachers did you have this year?
like how many what
How many instructors were here this year?
for the Russian house?
Yeah.
Oh, a lot. GM Rene Tongson, the usual more Morney,
More morning.
and in Cebu City there was GM Nicolazar, GM Danny Casio, myself, and Sunny Season was there. Just I think the Cebu leg there were only three of us,
Mm.
including Alexander Pisarkin for the Russian half of Cebu because the Russian house this year was divided into several locations. The first one they did in Palawan, then some of it in Metro Manila, then the last leg was in Cebu. The
Oh,
last
okay.
leg
I
was
see. Okay, okay. All right. That's
so
still a
next December.
lineup, though. Wow. I mean, all you guys. That's pretty incredible. You
Yeah,
know.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's given me a lot of exposure also after the Russian house because I got more visitors coming in from foreign countries to study with me.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm conservative as far as promoting myself because I don't do that. I don't do self promotion as far as FMA is concerned. I don't do that. It's just my core basics.
Yeah, but I mean,
Self
obviously,
improvement.
word of mouth is working for you, right?
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Yeah.
Yeah. Which is the
Uh,
best thing, right?
I have nothing against that. People promoting advertising or art. No, it's okay. We're a free market. But for me, no, no.
Yeah.
No, that's why you won't see me posting in my FB page with a sticker. I
Yeah.
don't do that. I don't do that. So,
But you got to get back to so you got to get back to teaching. You got to get that bigger screen and
yeah,
stuff.
I would do that. I would do that because I believe there's a clamor for more of my stuff to be you know online
Sure.
online. Uh, but I have to get a bigger TV screen about maybe 28 inches or 30 something like that. So that will be good enough. For maximum of 5 or 7 students at a time, and that's
Yeah.
okay. As far as the internet is concerned, okay, my speed is okay, it's doing fine. So I only need a bigger TV screen.
Yeah. Yeah. No. No. So
I only need,
with the students you have over here in America, like how are you keeping in contact with them?
oh, by I have a private group where I
Okay.
give
All
out,
right.
yeah, for tutors only, for my instructors only. I have a
Gotcha.
private, my own private
Okay.
group. Yeah, yeah.
And then no, that's fantastic. And so now back to at the Russian house. Were you just teaching? What'd you teach? Was it just basically was it body mechanics, striking, and with footwork? Um,
Mechanics. Uh, I have to go down to the very basic stuff that a lot of people usually ignore because most of the I have some advanced students from other systems with very faulty grip. No, I'm not disparaging anyone with,
mm,
but grip is very important to me. This should be once you grip your weapon, this should be a perfect straight line.
I
This
got you.
one from the back of your arm here to the
Sure,
back of the
yeah,
palm of your hand. Perfect straight line. That shouldn't be like this or like that because
that's right.
once this is crooked, your trajectory is going to be crooked. Then
Okay.
on work, I've discovered this um, this deficiency. This a long time ago, we were training some guys here in our neighborhood. Then one of the guys, Arnell, was showing the basic stuff, the basic strike, the 10 basic strikes of De Campo, GDCIO. I was still with GDCIO and Manong Eric. And it was very embarrassing because Manong Eric didn't seem to be happy about it. He was shaking. He said, "Uh-oh, this goes back on me."
Oh no.
Obviously, he was not very happy. And Arnell was showing something, and then he was, "I'm not
Yeah.
happy with him." If only he could take it. Then, then I tried to tell Arnell, could you do it one more time, slowly, super slow, slow. You don't have to go full speed.
Mm.
I found out the grip was
Oh, he was like
perfectly straight.
that. Okay. Okay.
Yeah, should be perfectly straight line. And these are the things that I want to correct right smack on the very first day when I teach them the first basic strike. I
Yeah.
have to
Okay.
correct that. Unless you correct that, it's not going to be. It's going to ruin his accuracy. It's not going to progress any further. If you don't correct that early on, you should be corrected right smack on the first day. So that's what I need to find out first. Then the accuracy will follow. No problem about that. And also, the most important thing I also have to bear in mind is um, the footwork. Footwork. The footwork should be harmonized with the strikes.
Mm.
Shouldn't be too much of a back stance or a triangle stance because that's really going to compromise your mobility going in and out. Now that I'm talking, Dean, from a stick fighting perspective.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm not saying this is applicable to sword because swords have completely different, you know, footwork
Mm.
strategy behind because it's heavier. You need more balance and stable. But with the stick fighting, you can just do a boxer stance, shuffle in and out,
Mm.
forward. So that's what I need to find out. Footwork, the grip, and the delivery will later on will just improve. I just keep on repeating the same drill: backhand, forehand, vertical strike. Just keep on repeating that the whole day for the first day. Then correction time, do it slow motion once again. Do it slow motion because my methodology, Dean, is less technique is the best technique.
Less is more. I love it.
It's more. That's right.
I love
So
it. Yeah.
it's more like
Yeah.
pattern after my boxing background. I've been
Yeah.
boxing since childhood. My dad tutored me. My uncles tutored. Three of my uncles were professional boxers.
I remember you telling me
So
that. Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah. It runs
So
in your family. But I totally agree. Less is more. Like, I don't do well with big systems when I have a lot of information. I actually get very overwhelmed. You know what I mean? It's like it's just
yeah,
too much for me. You
yeah.
know?
Right. That's right. So, um, also, sparring. I cannot overemphasize sparring, Dean. I cannot overemphasize that. I
Yeah.
can't overemphasize that. So during the Russian house, I guess I was the first instructor that introduced sparring on the last day.
Oh my God, good for you.
Oh, a lot of the folks were a little wary. Oh shit, do we spar? Do we really have to spar?
Uh,
No, I'm not forcing you, but if you like to, you're gonna love it. You're gonna enjoy it. It's the only way to learn how to
yeah.
fight.
How'd it
You
go
want to
over?
learn how?
Huh?
Yeah.
How'd it go over there? I mean, were people initially nervous, but did it go over well when people started doing it?
Um, I set rules.
Okay.
Hand sparring.
Okay.
What is it? No hitting on the head.
Yeah.
Exercise restraint. Don't be carried away by your temper. Once you
Yeah.
do
Sorry.
your temper,
Right.
forget about your pride. You're gonna get hit anyway. You're gonna get hit anyway. Even me, I get hit very often. Dude.
Yeah.
I'm muzzled by my students a lot of times. A lot of times. But I enjoy it. I- you know,
But
the
but
sparring,
I enjoy it.
I enjoy it. The sparring between Alex Almaza and Sean Zerger in Bantayan. Wow, this was amazing.
Yeah.
really classic. And then who was that? Jonathan Pang and this Russian guy. I forgot the name. Oh, he broke the stick. Jonathan Pang's broke the padded sticks, hitting the guy in the head. Oh shit!
Oh,
Now I'm in trouble. I was so worried
yeah.
about that. But anyway, cool heads. It's a good thing that nobody got lost their lost their cool.
Well, that's good though.
Very
But that. I think that's fantastic. On the last day, you
on the last
introduced
day we
that.
fought.
Yeah.
Yeah, the last day, the Russian
You
house.
know, I'm sure there might have been initial apprehension, but it sounds like everybody was having fun with it. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, there is. You can avoid that. You can avoid it, but it's voluntary.
Yeah.
You
Nobody had to do
actually,
it. Right. Right. Gotcha.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's voluntary. And then last year, that was 2023 in Moalboal. Oh, we had a really good sparring session there at the beach. At the beach, you see the usual people.
Mm.
Sean, Jonathan Pang, and then there's only one Russian guy who sparred with everyone. He sparred with everybody. Tough guy. Tough guy. I forgot his name. Yeah, it was fun. Really, really fun.
Wow. Sounds it. Man, that's.
And then there's another Filipino American guy in the U.S. Oh, forgot the name. He plays guitar very well. He's in a band.
A guitar player in the U.S. Hmm.
Filipino guy. He sparred hard, really hard. It was very, very. I wasn't expecting it from him.
Oh, I'm dying to know who. I'm sure.
Yeah,
I'm sure I know
yeah.
him of all the people.
I'll give you the name later. I just
Huh.
forgot.
If anybody knows, put in the comment section. A
Yeah,
Filipino American that plays guitar.
yeah.
I'm
You should.
guessing probably from California.
Yeah, in California.
God,
California.
we gotta find. I
Yeah,
gotta find this out now. It's gonna drive me nuts.
yeah.
Conrad Kamen.
Yeah, Conrad.
Oh, thank you, Steve. He nailed it. Okay.
Conrad.
Okay.
Very nice fellow. I like him a lot.
Yeah.
I like him. Plays very well. Plays very. He's actually in a band. In a band.
He's
He's a
in a
jazz
band as well. Okay.
in a band as well.
Um,
Conrad. He spar really hard.
yeah.
No fear.
No, that's
And
great.
then
I
next,
would have loved to jump in on that. Like that would be so much fun. Wow. I mean, it's not like,
I was okay. I hope he's not going to damage his guitar fingers.
yeah, yeah.
But
Wow. I mean, you guys,
yeah.
what were you guys using? What were you guys using for sticks and gear? Anything? What
I
were
have,
you-
a lot, I have padded sticks that Alex Romasa gave me.
Oh, okay.
Steve also. Steve supplied me with Bunal brands. They're very good.
I've heard nothing but great things about them. Matter of fact, I need to, yeah, get,
Endorse that. Bunal
yeah,
brands by Steve Del Castillo.
heard nothing but great
And
things.
gloves we're using also Bunal brands.
Okay,
They're very, very safe, Dean. It
I've yet to see
provides.
those. I got so he's making gloves now. I didn't realize that. Okay.
Yeah, Steve is making gloves. It's a lot. Has a lot of good gear for sparring
Yeah.
because Steve also spars a lot.
Yeah, yeah.
Spars.
The fest out there they do this barbecue. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
You don't have to be too much of live stick. No, I
Mm.
won't recommend. No, you're not going to crack your head,
Yeah.
damage. Right?
Oh
Yeah,
gosh.
safety is still a primary concern for me.
Yeah, like you want to be able to do it the next day and all that. Getting injured, man. Now you can't train. What's the point? You know what I mean? It's just like I'm sick of injuries, man. I went through that in my 30s and 40s. I'm done with that, man. I don't want to be, you know what I mean? You can't train. You're on a couch. Like, yeah, that's a lot of fun. You know what I mean?
That's right. That's right. So I will highly endorse Bunal Brands by Steve Del Castillo. If you don't have that yet, buy
I've
now.
heard. No, I've had him on. He did a great show, and for nothing but accolades as far as his stuff. I just didn't realize he did gloves. Maybe he told me, and I having a senior moment, but definitely he showed the sticks though. That he showed those. You know.
Yeah. Steve is actually from Cebu. They're neighbors with Eduardo Sinisa, Barasogbo.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
All right.
neighbors in Magikay. Yeah.
Nice. Wait, I think he commented on here. Steve, are you still in France? Steve, you still
He
in
still
France?
has good daggers,
The
rubberized
good, the
daggers.
daggers as well. He showed those on the interview. Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, they're very good,
Yeah.
very useful.
When I had him on, I think he mentioned he was going to be in France for a while.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. In the U.S. now. Oh, so he's back. He's back in the U.S. now. So he was in France. Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I gotta check down. Yeah, but yeah, people love his stuff. I've yet to hear one negative thing about his equipment. So, which is a very good thing.
Yeah, yeah. Very reliable and very safe.
Yeah.
I guarantee the safety of that equipment.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, right. That's So what are your future goals? I mean, so what? What are your future goals? Getting back to teaching eventually. Well, I mean, you're visiting people in the U.S. We'll leave that at that. Um, you know,
I haven't been to the U.S., Dean, and I have a sister there in Huntington Beach.
yeah. So you're gonna go see some relatives. Yep.
We haven't seen each other for more than 30 years, and visit old classmates. Visit some Nestle colleagues out there. You know, that's my primary purpose going there because I haven't been there,
Yeah.
and probably swing by New York if I have a budget for New York. I have to see my niece there. He's performing off Broadway. He's an actress off
I know
Broadway.
you. I know you were telling me. Yeah.
Years old, Dean. This might be my last chance to see my.
Yeah. Well, I
my
I sent a message to Sachi and Errol. I'm waiting to hear back from them. So definitely trying to see what can be done. Yeah.
yeah,
You
yeah.
know. Um,
And
has he
then also
seen?
I have several invitations from Nestle colleagues who miss me a lot. Yeah, that's why I'm
That's right. You
sending
used
it.
to work at Nestle's. I told you in my hometown we had a huge plant there. Huge plant.
Where is that?
New Milford, Connecticut. It's shut down, but it was a huge, huge plant. Huge.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Connecticut. I remember that.
Yeah, I mean big. I mean, like I'm not talking small. I mean, it was huge. And matter of fact, you could be driving and a couple miles away, you would just smell like you would smell the chocolate and all that. But it's shut down. But I tell you though, that was it. It's
That's
too
very
bad 'cause all the
important.
old buildings still there, but huge plant, huge. Yeah,
Wow, wow.
you know.
I might visit that.
Yeah, I'm
I might,
telling you, it's where I grew up. I haven't been down that way in a few years now, but like unfortunately, Connecticut drove all the industry out with taxes. But I mean, the huge plant is still there. It's too bad. You know what I mean? I'm sure Hershey still owns it, and they just not doing anything with it. You what about Okay, so you're gonna get teaching again. You're gonna get a bigger screen. You're gonna get on that.
well, screen.
Yeah. What about the music? What's going on with the music?
It will always be there. It will always be there.
So more
In fact,
solo now? More solo stuff?
no, I'm I'm actually looking for no. I'm actually looking for some performers to sing of the songs, some of the songs I wrote. Then I have one
Oh wow.
prospect, uh, the daughter of one of my trainees during the last Russian house.
Okay.
The Brian, Brian recommended his daughter to sing one of the songs that I wrote. So we'll see. We'll see. Probably before I leave for the US, we might be
Yeah.
seeing it. Give it a shot.
Oh,
And
that's fantastic. And when are you leaving to visit your folks there in the California? When are you leaving?
March 6th,
March 6th and
I'll
returning
be
when?
arriving in LA.
And how long are you
Yeah.
staying for?
A month and 2 weeks. I guess a month and 2 weeks. So
Oh, so you're gonna be there until halfway in April.
April,
Okay,
halfway. Yeah, that's
halfway
right.
in April.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
I would expect my either Steve to meet me at the airport or my sister Celia, because I'll be spending a couple of days to my sister's home in Huntington Beach, because we haven't seen each other for more than 32 years. I think.
Oh
Yeah,
wow, that's a long time, man.
that's a long. And she's the youngest in the family. Yeah, I got to see her.
Oh, well, I'm glad you're getting to yeah do that. I mean, wow. So man, well, hey, I'm gonna be in touch obviously because I'm waiting to hear back from Sachi and see what can be done. Because I know you got your niece there in New York. So
Yeah, yeah.
um,
Yeah.
yeah,
I see that girl. I have to see that little lady because she's the pride of the family, and she's carrying my mother's name, Nina, and
yeah.
my mother's name, Silidonio. That's her screen name, Nina Silidonio, and she's an actress off Broadway. She sings and she tap dances, and that's on the side. But currently, is working with Barnes and Noble, the bookstore. I think. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. And she's also studying Eskrima
You were telling me, yeah,
from a Filipino American. That's why I got to see her. I got to see
yeah. Yeah, you definitely got to see her. Yeah.
talent. You know,
Wow.
she dances, sings, everything. Package for a Broadway musical. She has it.
Wow. Fantastic.
Yeah,
Fantastic. Wow.
yeah.
But well, I'm going to be in touch. You
Sure.
know, and I was going to let you know what I hear back from those guys, and you know, but obviously it'd be absolutely wonderful to see you. You know, um,
See you, Dean, and just give me you where I can find you when I'm there. So maybe I got we got have an opportunity to see each other. We'll do that. Okay.
absolutely. Yeah, not and just I mean, there's a bunch of folks that would really enjoy seeing you. Yeah,
Of course, of course.
you know,
A lot of them.
California's lucky state. Damn California. We out here we hate California. We hate it. We hate California, man. We hate it. We hate that they have all the teachers out there. We hate everybody goes out there to visit. We hate that they're the screamers. We hate California. I hate those guys. Just kidding. Oh my gosh, I'm just whining. But yeah. So what? Hey, well, I wish you a great trip. Any closing thoughts for the audience?
Well, wish me luck, guys. I hope to see you. A lot of my friends out there.
Yeah.
Guru Day. But Roger Agbulos. I want to see him because
Oh yeah.
Pixie Buono is from Cagayan de Oro. I spent a couple of years living in Cagayan de Oro, so a lot of guys I wanted to see there. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I hope you do. I mean, yeah. Wow, wow. Well, hey, I hope you have a wonderful, safe trip, and I'm definitely gonna be in touch with you. Let you know what's going on and what these guys say. But I'm definitely, I'm gonna try to make it happen. Anything I can do. So, yeah.
Uh, I guess Steve will be at the airport to meet me. If not my sister,
Yes, he's
Steve.
saying right now California is
Yeah,
laughing at me.
that's a good guy. He's done so much for the FMA
Oh, that's
people.
what I'm so glad he came on the show because
Yeah,
I didn't realize to the magnitude what he was doing and that, and I'm just so glad he
really.
came on. Yeah, that was a really good episode. Yeah, going to try.
Thankful for what he has done. For the FMA. He's
Yeah,
promoted a lot of. Yeah.
so, but
There are only few people who can do that. Only very few.
no, it's true. I know, and he's doing. like I said on the show, he's an ambassador. Whether what he's doing out there, man, that's my definition. He's doing it.
Thank you for that. Um,
So
okay, I hope I'll be in good shape and good health when I get there, and hopefully I could see you.
I'm gonna do, yeah, absolutely. Matter of fact, if I don't hear from those folks by tonight, I'm gonna message again or just call them. So yeah, one way or another, we'll find out. Yeah. So,
Okay.
but hey, well, have a
So,
great trip, have a great flight, and you take care.
thank you, Dean. Thank you so much for having me,
Oh,
and thank
anytime.
you
My pleasure.
Steve. Thank you, Steve. I'll see you
Absolutely.
soon.
All right,
Okay.
take
Bye
care.
bye. Take care.
All right, folks, that wraps up 462. I have another episode tomorrow. I hate doing back to back. It just how it worked out for our scheduling. That's going to be Tim Hartman and Ty Botting. And what will the subject matter be? The subject matter will be, I had it here. Yeah, they're kidding me. Oh, COVID and post-COVID. So FMA, the kind of FMA world community during COVID, and now reflection on it post-COVID. That's what we're going to be talking about. I don't know how I forgot that. But at any rate, as you see, guys, we need help with the raffle. If you guys can buy tickets, by all means, please. All the money is going to charity. That's what your date you see on there is the actual date we'll be running the raffle. It might change to the 24th because I was told the 17th is potentially St. Patrick's Day. I'm going to confirm that. If that is in fact the case, we'll probably move it to the 24th. But in the meantime, we need ticket sales. We want to try to send as much money as humanly possible to the folks, masters that are sick, who are in need. But in order to do that, I need ticket sales. Right now, it's been me and Francisco, the only ones that bought tickets. $5 a ticket. So try to help us out, all right? Or actually help us out. You'll be helping them out in that. But at any rate, check us out tomorrow night. I will be on 8:30 again. Dr. Tim Hartman, Ty Botting, FMA during COVID, and now reflection on FMA now. What's been the changes, improvements, good, bad, and different things we're going to talk about. All right, folks. I will hopefully see you tomorrow night at 8:30. Take care.